Yeah, I could probably make it on this video.
License plate, a $500,000 box of
That shit's hard.
crayons, and a literal diamond-plated toilet. These are the stupidest pieces of jewelry ever bought by rappers, with 21 Savage creating a necklace to honor his own head. The 100-carat piece took 2 months to complete at a cost of $125,000, and was so over the top he retired from buying jewelry afterwards. Every time I meet someone who's very, very rich, like wealthy, I've never seen them with jewelry on, although Lil Pump apparently ignored the message, as he'd have his own face made out of diamonds less than a year later. At a cost of $360,000, Lil Pump's chain received comments such as, "Imagine the pain knowing the colossal waste of money this was, only made worse given others thought it didn't even."
If they found a logo and they made a brand out of their name, right, and their whole thing, they could market that towards fashion or anything. I don't know why they chose their own face if they're not going to use that. It could be like a marketing tool or something like that. That's just what it is.
I look more like Lil Pump
than
that
free branding
chain,
if you do it right.
and looks like Gollum. Although after showing the chain off in a GQ episode, Lil Pump flexed another piece of jewelry which was somehow even stupider. The chain reading Drug Addict was bought for $380 grand, which when combined with his Esketit and Gucci Gang chains, meant Lil Pump spent over $1 million on jewelry items that are no longer relevant. However, this is nothing compared to how much Rick Ross spent to put his face on a necklace, given he purchased this atrocity for $1.5 million, or about 5 regional houses. For whatever reason, the chain also featured its own Rolls-Royce logo, although in case this wasn't dumb enough, Rick Ross then ordered a second chain of himself wearing the first chain, so Rick Ross could wear Rick Ross, who was wearing Rick Ross. The necklace might have been inspired by the game's equally funny Jesus piece wearing a Jesus piece, although in terms of Jesus pieces, they get much worse. For example, Lil Boosie's Christ the Redeemer pendant was bigger than an infant, weighing in at 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms, which when combined with his equally crazy Holy Bible chain, not only made him look ridiculous, but likely also gave him back pain.
Chat, that's the one in Rio, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 pounds or 4 not only made him look ridiculous, but likely also gave him back pain. It's therefore no surprise that after Boosie flexed the chains on Instagram, his audience stated, "Bible says don't worship false idols. This guy gets a Holy Bible gold chain. SMH this generation, man, and this is whack on so many levels. Please hire a financial advisor today." Boosie claimed to have bought the chains because God had given him everything, although in terms of God honoring jewelry, Boosie's was only the start. Because at the 2010 BET Awards, Kanye West unexpectedly walked out with the biggest chain ever worn by a musician, honoring the Egyptian god Horus, which hung lower than his waist. The chain accompanied an equally crazy 24-carat 5-finger pyramid ring, with the 2 items costing a total of $300,000. Complex wrote about the piece in 2016, stating, "This shit is dumb, this chain is stupid, like 2 + 2 = 7, yet Lil Baby apparently thought this equation was normal, as he dropped thousands of dollars on a Rolex and iced out chain for his son's 3rd birthday. This was followed by a further $100,000 worth of jewelry for his 7th birthday, which understandably attracted criticism. Instead of buying his son assets at a young age, he buys him liabilities. Great parenting. What does a 7-year-old need jewelry for? Let the kid grow up and play with toys. Rappers raising their kids to go broke. Too much resources at too early of an age spoils the milk, given Lil Baby's son's next chain might have been a $500,000 box of crayons. Sean Kingston bought the piece at the age of 17 and had to have his sister mail it across the country when the necklace needed repairs. However, Sean Kingston's $500,000 chain was stolen from the mail. The authorities were alerted about the missing bling when the ship package arrived at the jeweler shop empty. Kingston's sister reportedly only insured the extravagant parcel for just $500, yet this might have been a good thing. The ugliest necklace ever. Whoever took it did the guy a favor, but this isn't the only ugly necklace that wound up getting stolen. After dropping $1 million on a chain reading Ice Age, Mike Jones went to bed and woke up to the piece missing.
I was sleeping in my house one day and I woke up and my homie stole it from me, you feel me?
Really?
Yeah.
And while you could argue that the chain wasn't ugly, his negligence made the story pretty damn stupid. $1 million worth of jewelry around his neck, and he fell asleep without first locking it into a safe. Genius, although there's nothing less genius than Ply's entire jewelry collection.
Not entirely a good comment. Like, if you live with your friends, you expect people not to do that. I mean, make conclusions by people who.
Oh my eyes!
Guys, I don't know what it is, Chad. Lately, people make a lot of conclusions. The people who are like victim of things, and not people who do the wrong things. I'm just gonna tell. Nah, it's been happening a lot. Like people saying like, ha ha ha, Aiden got scammed, ha, Aiden got robbed, what a fucking moron, fuck Aiden. Like, dude, what about the people who are fucking scamming? That's just so shitty. Like, stop glorifying scam shit. Fuck off.
Was safe.
True,
Genius,
true,
although
true,
there's
true,
nothing
true.
less genius
And also
than
Aiden
Fly's
almost got
entire
killed and
jewelry
shot, man.
collection. After dropping his fourth studio album called
For no
Goon,
reason, because
Fly
he's popular
celebrated its
and
release
rich.
by ordering a diamond-encrusted Goon snapback, an iced-out Goon license plate, and so many Goon ski masks
What
it's hard
the
to
fuck
even
is
count
that?
them. However, his stupidest piece of jewelry might have been his iced-out clothing iron, or his ridiculously large gold Cuban chain, which weighed in at 15.5 pounds or 7 whole kilos. My
Brother.
IQ just dropped 20
Brother.
points by watching this video alone. At least Ply's jewelry made for a funny story, as the background behind Lil Jon's awful Crunk Ain't Dead chain was nothing short of depressing. Lil Jon was so confident that the crunk genre of music wouldn't die, he blew $500,000 on the necklace back in 2007, in the process setting a Guinness World Record for the largest diamond pendant
I
in
mean, they
the
can afford it. It is
world.
what it is.
However, just a year after making the expensive claim that crunk wasn't dead, the genre died completely, leaving Lil Jon with a totally irrelevant chain. It's therefore no surprise people have said Lil Jon's 500k Crunk Ain't Dead chain really hasn't aged well, although there's an equally terrible necklace that caused even more damage.
Necklace.
T-Pain's big ass chain. After first buying it hit right on Twitter,
Okay,
I told
dude.
everybody I'm not playing no more.
Okay, dude. I think
Anybody
this is
want to
getting-
try
this is
out
getting
Doobie,
so
then we're
dumb, chat.
going at it like next door neighbors. Believe that. 10 pounds, 197 carats. Very, very real. I don't know what fake feels like. Unlike almost every
So
other piece so
goofy, dude.
far, T-Pain has since talked extensively about the chain, including the reason he initially bought it.
It was a dare. Some dude on the side of the stage before I went on stage said, I bet you won't get a chain. That's a big ass chain.
How much it originally cost him,
How much?
Oh,
Not
400,
how.
400.
400,000?
Yeah.
and how much
That's
it's
not
worth
too
now.
bad.
It's therefore
Yeah,
no surprise
diamonds went
T-Pain
way down
called the
there.
piece his biggest financial regret.
The dumbest shit.
I'm saying it's not too bad in terms of how it's
Like I've done some dumb
complicated. I'm not. I'll tell you
things,
later.
but this one up here.
With the item being so ludicrous, most of the public thought it was fake.
I always thought it was fake.
I thought it was
Until
fake
you
too.
said
I
that.
ain't
other
gonna
thing.
lie.
yeah.
I was like, nobody. You know why I always thought it was fake? 'Cause I was like, nobody would really buy that.
It should have been.
I was
I
thinking the
wanted
same
it
thing.
to
I was
be.
like,
It should have been fake.
In addition to the big ass
compared
chain,
to the other
T-Pain spent a
chains.
further $400,000 on a range of liquor bottle jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
which he then somehow misplaced completely.
so what happened to those bottles? You still have those? You melted those down too?
I don't know where they are.
You don't know none of those?
Oh my god.
I lost them.
You lost them?
Yeah.
So $400,000 just gone in the wind.
Yeah.
Which was something that couldn't happen to Lil Wayne's teeth, but this is also what made them so damn stupid. You see, while most rappers go for a removable diamond grill, Lil Wayne spent $150,000 to have diamonds glued onto his actual teeth,
These don't come out like the
But
other
are they all
girls.
diamonds? Oh, yeah. Wow.
meaning he needed to brush them after
Jesus.
every single meal and could only take them out with a highly invasive surgery. Lil Wayne went to jail roughly 1 year
Bruh.
after getting the diamonds, yet was able to delay his sentence by complaining his teeth hurt, with 6ix9ine also showing that jail and bad jewelry often go hand in hand. On the cheaper end, 6ix9ine spent $750,000 on a diamond-covered Bruce the Shark from Finding
The
Nemo,
shark-
yet there
Okay, the shark kind of goes hard. Guys, I had to say, if it was smaller, right? It's kind of nice. It's cool
Bruce
looking.
the Shark from Finding Nemo, yet there were 2 more
I think if it was that, maybe a little bit of background of sapphires inside, right? Or something like that. Or it'd be cool to have like a contrasting color, but
Shark
still
from
nice.
Finding Nemo, yet there were 2 more $1 million chains which were even dumber purchases. Firstly, there was his spinning rainbow 6ix9ine pendant, which
That's
he
hard.
proudly covered in water to prove that it was waterproof, although
This
he
is
should have taken
hard.
the chance to show
Sure,
off his
man.
second $1 million chain, which acted as a water
Jesus.
pistol and simply said water. However, if we're on the topic of stupid functional jewelry, then Soulja Boy's Lamborghini necklace has to come next. Soulja Boy explained that he'd bought an actual Lamborghini and needed some jewelry to match, so he'd spend $250,000 on a Lamborghini chain, which had moving wheels and its own remote control, meaning he could drive the chain in various parts of his house. Soulja Boy eventually gave the chain to a friend as a birthday present, although he still had other pieces of highly speculative jewelry. For example, he dedicated a different piece to the Transformers movie and spent 500 grand on a mediocre chain reading "The world is yours." Although while Soulja Boy might have owned the Earth, the entire solar system belonged to Takeoff. The monstrous piece featured 4 planets, 2 stars, the
That's
sun,
fucking
and its own
sick.
NASA rocket ship. The piece was valued by a jewelry expert who appeared on GQ.
That setup right there.
Okay. If it was not as long and then go down so hard, because after this era of chains has got to go. But still, remove that. Make it tighter at the top, make it a cool links. This is actually sick.
There to get done with all those carrots, all that ice, at least $500,000 bucks.
Although the other 2 Migos members might have taken things even further. For example, Quavo spent $250,000 to put himself in the Ratatouille
The house one
movie,
is sick.
which
The house one
accompanied
is sick.
to
It's
Equally
coming up
Wild
for sure,
Yoda
right?
and Crash Bandicoot chains, neither of which were
Okay, these are hard, both.
Yoda and Crash
But
Bandicoot
then-
chains, neither of which were as crazy
This is hard. This is hard.
as Offset's most viral piece, a diamond-encrusted trap house.
This is $250 a quarter. It's heavy too. It's more than a kilo.
The chain was hailed as being, quote, ridiculously detailed, complete with graffiti, an oven, and 2 figurines of Offset, both of them armed. Although the trap house wasn't nearly as gangster as Shorty Lowe's crack vial on a necklace, or Method Man's ice pick chain, which he couldn't get past TSA security because they thought it could be used as a weapon. Ghostface's Versace medallion was somehow even more obnoxious, especially when combined with his solid gold eagle bracelet. Although for Young Jock's Hustlenomics chain, there are simply no words to explain how bad it is. Rather, we might have to look at the jewelry owned by Lil Duval, whose entire collection is designed to mock these other rappers. For example, he showed up to a birthday bash wearing a plastic fake-ass chain before trolling every other rapper with a diamond-encrusted toilet. He then posted an image of rapper chains to his Instagram with a caption reading, "My toilet chain almost 10 years old, and I'm still shitting on all of you." Although if there's one man who could out-troll the troll, it's gotta be Flavor Flav, whose oversized diamond-covered clocks are so damn stupid, it makes him an extremely memorable artist.
yo, that's
Giving
sick,
off a
though.
similar vibe is Slick Rick's atrocious satellite dish-looking Rolex, which was shown on GQ with the rest
What
of
the
his
fuck
chains,
is
all
this?
of which were bought because of their crazy size. I love how he keeps trying to put meaning behind the reasons he bought his jewelry, but it really was just because it was the biggest thing in the store. But if Riff Raff Shark Teeth Grill has taught us anything, it's that rappers buy these terrible pieces of jewelry so they can stand out from the crowd. And whether that be DJ Mustard's mustard bottle, Waka Flocka's Foghorn Leghorn Rooster, or Just Blaze's PS3 controller, it's safe to say that these rappers have achieved exactly that.
Oh.
I mean, shit, they can afford it.
So
They can do whatever.
dumb.
That's what it is.
Fucking retard. Oh, this needs to end. Oh, the sun needs to end. Oh.